we are so pleased to welcome in a special interview, the first ever Northern Super League champion midfielder from Vancouver Rise, Nikki Stanton. Nikki, welcome to A3. What's up?
Hi, guys. Thank you so much for having me. My voice is a little raspy because we've been celebrating like crazy. It's my first championship, so I had to go hard.
Let's start with that.
Congratulations. Yeah, let's start with it. Congrats on the win. Congrats on all the success. How do these Canadians celebrate and party with a win like this? What does your last week look like?
Well, let me tell you, we kind of have some young players on our team, so they're like, I can't really keep up with them. So every night there's like a group chat where it's, hey, like this message if you want to go to this club. And I'm like sitting doing my crosswords and I'm like, probably not tonight. But we do have an event on Wednesday with the fans, so that'll be really nice. And yeah, it's just, I'm honestly just listening to you talk about Champions League. I'm so excited that it's off season now because I get to watch all the games. But
Nikki, I love it. And you're still young, girl. Get out to the clubs. We know. I've seen you dance.
Honestly, you're right. You're right. I got to show them how it's done, probably.
Right? Okay, elation, you get the win. How does it feel to be the first ever NSL champion? Like, how are you feeling right now?
I don't even know if it's like set in yet. I think this season had so many ups and downs. So then to finally like win it all, I'm like, what just happened? Did that happen? How did that happen? And yeah, I mean, you've been a champion a couple times, so I don't know if it ever gets like different, but for now still, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so cool. It's like what we've worked for all year and you actually achieve it. So it's really cool.
Nikki, what was it like from, being in a new league again? I know you've played all around the world, but experiencing a new league in its first ever inaugural season, taking your experience into that, obviously a young age. I'm not going to say your age right live on Attacking Third, but yeah, how did you take your experience into the league? What was it like experiencing a brand new season for the first time again?
Yeah, I think it was a risk. I think, I've been in NWSL in the second year and it was in kind of shambles. Like my salary was $6,000, like all these kind of things. So I was like, you know what, we're going to go do this because I wanted to grow soccer. I've always loved Canada and I just really wanted to be the player that I never had when I was younger. Like the older player that gave everybody a voice, that made sure everybody knew they were valued and they had a role. And that was kind of my main priority. I felt that I was really able to do that here. Everything has kind of exceeded my expectations. Like our facilities, we share the Whitecaps, the travel, everything has been really, really good. Like, I don't think anybody who came in would be like, oh, this is the first year of the league. Even the championship was like super well run. And yeah, it's been great. I feel every time I walk down my street, I'm like, I've never felt that I belong in a place like I do here. And even when I walk into work with all of my coworkers, so I now call them friends, they've graduated to my friends category. But yeah, it's just sometimes you look around and you find yourself just right where you're supposed to be. And I feel like that's Vancouver. And Canadians are so nice. I love it here.
Nikki, this is making me so excited for you. So excited for this team. Take us inside Vancouver. What is it like as a sports city, especially for a women's professional soccer team in Vancouver?
I think the city was so hungry for a women's pro team. Like our home opener, we had 14,500 people. We played at BC Place and it was just electric. Like after that game, we won 1-0. I had this moment where I was like, this is why I do what I do. This is why I've played soccer so many years, for moments like this. And all of our home games are like almost sold out. The environment is just wonderful. The fans are so bought in. Like I'll be walking down the street and people have heard of the Rise if I have like a sweatshirt on or something. And I haven't really even felt that in some cities I've been in the NWSL, and so that's been very, I don't know, heartwarming, amazing, great, just like all the things.
Nikki, I absolutely love it. Like my heart is happy listening to you and just looking at you smile and talk about the growth and you being exactly where you want to be in your career now. I mean, you played in the NWSL, Australia, Europe, NSL. And you've truly been one of those players that's kind of pioneered the game in your own way. And so to do this now in Canada, in Vancouver, and see thousands of people in the stands in an inaugural season, what is it like for you to just see that growth, like looking back at your whole career to now and see that how much it has really grown?
It's surreal, I think, especially because of how many years in the NWSL it took to get it to a point where it had grown, I guess. And so then to come over here and have it already just like I got here and it was huge has been so special. And I just love the fact that like Canada now has their own Canadians to like watch and play soccer, because I knew when I was younger, and you guys, like, we didn't have that. Like, well, you guys are probably a little younger. You guys might have had that, but not having that. And so now being able to do that in another country and start it with like more resources has just, yeah, it's been great. And like I said, I'm obsessed with Canada. Everyone's so nice here. You guys have literally no idea. I'm like, I belong here.
I love that you found such a home there and that everyone's so nice. But is it always nice on the soccer field? Because in the Northern Super League, there's only 6 teams. You guys played each other time and time and time again. How was it like playing the same team over again? Did it get exhausting? Did it get predictive? Did it get chippy?
We definitely created rivals, because I think when you play each other so many times, you really start to butt heads with certain teams. Our rivals rhymes with the word Murano. They were like a big time rival. But I loved it because we got to see every city. And so I was like the biggest tourist. I'd get my backpack on and go and explore. But anyways, back to work. And yeah, I think, for instance, when we played Toronto the last 2 times, we actually had gone down to 10 men in the first half, both times. One of the times we beat them, and 1-0, and then the next time they literally beat us 7-0. So you have this huge disparity. Like it's wild. It's always, you never really know like what you're going to get. But yeah, that was definitely new for me, because I'm like, you guys can bring up your old slideshow for our meetings, and it's like, we just did this 3 weeks ago. So hit us.
I love that there's already rivalries. But Nikki, I kind of want to talk about something away from work, because obviously we're friends. Your dog Burger is adorable. I see you on TikTok, always exploring with him. How has that been, exploring Vancouver, and maybe what's been your favorite part of living in Canada and the lifestyle there?
Ooh, I like the ease of life here. I like that I can walk down the street and I have everything I need around me, and like, I don't know, I feel safe, I guess. But I think also the nature, like, you know me, I'm a nature girly, and I live 15 minutes from a dog beach, so Burger thrives. Also, it's so funny the amount of fans that are like, I know, like, they know me from Burger. Like, I love when people call me Burger's mom. I'm like, I've never wanted to be anything more. But then also there's so much hiking. Like, I'm 20 minutes from beautiful hiking, and I grew up in Seattle, and so that's kind of like what I'm used to. But that's been everything to me, just getting to have that life on the field, but then off the field. And that's what I keep telling all the younger kids, guys, get a life outside of soccer. I swear to God, it will elongate your career so much. Like, I promise you.
Okay, well, the chat is going crazy. Where is Burger? Can we see Burger on the show?
I wish. Burger's with my parents because we were gone. I know. I miss him so much.
Okay, so we have hiking. We're loving Vancouver. I want to ask about postseason though. Are you just gonna stay in Vancouver and continue all the hiking, or now your season's finished, what are your plans in your life outside of sport?
Yeah, it's like in season, I'm like, oh, I can't think of off season yet, and then it ends, and then I always get like this severe anxiety where I'm like, what am I supposed to do? I'm like, I know that I'm supposed to rest my body because like we played a season, but I'm like, I need to pick up some hobbies. I need to figure out like where I'm gonna stay, like, because wherever the training is, right? Like, we'll have all of our facilities here, but it's so hard as like an athlete. Like, that's why I think during the off season was so nice. We had 2 weeks of like elite training, whereas now I'm like, what do I do? But I want to travel. I'm going to some Seattle Rain Girlies wedding, so that kind of thing. But yeah, I haven't thought of it, so I'll keep you guys posted.
Yeah. We'll see it on TikTok.
Sounds like you've got to hit the club first with your teammates and your friends.
Hey, Wednesday night.
Wednesday night clubbing. All right, Nikki, you just teased it right there. You and Darian went to the inaugural season of the off season. Is that what it's called? The inaugural training. Is that the first time you guys got to play together? You have any fun stories about Darian for us, or Darian, any fun stories about Nikki from that off season for us?
Honestly, that was like so funny and so wild. None of us knew what we were getting into, and I'd obviously at all, like literally no idea whatsoever. And I've like played against Darian for a long time, so I was like so excited to like get to spend like more time with you. And we went to the club.
We did. I was gonna say a really fun night we had was we took a long bus ride. Well, not a bus ride. We had like a Sprinter van to the club. Yeah, that was chaos. That was very fun. We partied in Miami, came back, trained the next day. As you can imagine how that was. But the off season was so fun. It was like you said, and Jen, you know, when you're in the off season, it's so difficult to find training and like hot spots where someone can put on like a little camp and make it feel professionalized. And yeah, it was just that. It was so fun. Got to hang out with a lot and meet some new friends. God,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. It feels like forever ago.
It feels like absolutely forever ago. I do remember that, like, when Midge was like, "Hey, the bus is coming at like 5 a.m." and I was like, "Why so late?" And then we ended up missing it and getting an Uber. So that was
Yeah.
really.
This
I
is
was
like
like, "I'm not
home
staying out
from
till
the club.
5."
Yeah.
That's amazing. Nikki, it wasn't long ago. You can go to the club on a Wednesday night with your teammates. You got this. Put the
I got
crossword puzzle down. Go have fun.
It's true. I honestly need to. And my team, they're honestly so fun and so great. And I think this year, like when you go through adversity, it just brings you guys that much closer. So we've kind of like, had the rise, and I love them. I should go to the club.
Shall we bring it back to NWSL, guys, and
Yeah,
see if
let's do
Nikki's
it.
got a prediction for this weekend? I'm sure you've had one eye on playoffs. What are your thoughts on this weekend's championship game? Who are you voting for?
Okay. I think it's going to be a very good game. I honestly am rooting for Gotham. I think that they've always kind of peaked at the end. I also am a victim of their last time they were rising at the end, and I lost to them in the championship in whatever year that was in San Diego. And yeah, I think they play really pretty soccer, but also I do think Spirit is also consistent. It's going to be a great game, but I think Gotham, I mean, they've been pulling it out late minute time and time again. So I'm pumped watching Jaden Shaw for them. She's so fun to watch, and I love watching her find a place where like she's thriving, and that's so important to find a team that fits the player or where she can like find into their system. So I'm excited.
So she's your MVP as well.
Yeah, I have loved
Nice.
watching her play. Like, just it's a next level from what I've seen her, and you can tell she feels such joy when she's playing, and I love that.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's just great.
Jaden Shaw has definitely found her home at Gotham.
Yeah.
The swagger that she has, the way she fits into the style and the team, it's fun to watch it. So, Nikki, you'll be watching on CBS on Saturday at 8 p.m. for the championship.
Yes, all I have really scheduled right now is watching soccer for a while. So that will be me. I'm so excited.
Well, lucky for you, you get to watch some absolute ballers talk about the game with Women's Champions League here on CBS with Jen and Darian, and then, of course, the NWSL Championship on Saturday. From one champ to another, who knows? Will it be Gotham? Will it be Washington? Nikki, congrats on winning the NSL Championship with Vancouver Rise. Go celebrate, go party, and never let it stop. And thanks for joining A3.